What's up, guys? Welcome back to Max Mocs. Today we are building a new mock, a new addition to Central City. This is going to be the Big Belly Burger restaurant and also CCPD, Central City Police Department. These two buildings are iconic in the Flash show, in the Flash comics, etc. Yeah, there's going to be some awesome scenes here, guys. Of course, out on the front here of the restaurant, we're going to have some patio seating here with some umbrellas. It's just going to look like a classic restaurant, kind of basing it off of kind of like an old fast food restaurant with the front being kind of brown and like the stripes and all of these different elements. It's going to look pretty sweet here. You're going to have a civilian here sitting at the seats. But yeah, guys, obviously this is where the Flash gets a lot of his carbo loads. He's going to get a ton of burgers when he's starving, when he needs to get more carbs, because his powers kind of rely on him eating a lot of food, obviously. So yeah, really cool here to kind of add some of these cool new elements here, using like the hot dog piece to kind of have a rounded railing, as you can see there. We're gonna have some police officers as well that have been tied up here. They're gonna be on the floor, just gonna be classic Flash hijinks, you know, speedster kind of type stuff happening. Reverse Flash has tied them up. Just a awesome minifigure, super expensive, which is very annoying. We also have the Flash here saving the day, but yeah, kind of crazy how expensive that Reverse Flash minifigure has gotten. We're going to be using a lot of GCPD cops for this. Obviously, if you just don't turn them around, it says GCPD on a lot of their backs, but they just look like generic cops, which I really like. So you're going to be using those. We're going to be using the Captain Boomerang from the Lego Batman movie. We got both Captain Boomerangs in our Central City, but that's okay. You could say these things are happening at different times, of course. So yeah, we're going to make this look very much so like the CCPD from the Flash TV show from the CW. It pretty much looks like this on the front of that version, so kind of basing it off of that here with the big pots with the plant and the lights, and then the big lion statue on the front, and then the big badge, of course, and a little statue, little plaque here that says Central City Police Department. A lot of these cool elements that I make are kind of using just a printer. I just print the sticker and then glue it with some Elmer's glue, and it comes right off really easily right after the mock is finished. We got the huge Big Belly Burger logo played out there. We got a little sign that says Belly Up Metropolis, kind of hinting that Big Belly Burger is coming to Metropolis soon. But yeah, we're using that big hamburger from the Lego set from Fortnite, the Der Burger restaurant, obviously. So we're taking a lot of elements from that Lego set. We got the Big Belly Burger sign, of course, here, and we got an alley in between, which is something I haven't really done before. So we're gonna have some dumpsters in there, some trash and stuff, which you will see here in a bit. But you can see inside of the CCPD, the back here has got some smokestacks coming out. We got the Pied Piper, of course, here. He's just a pure custom minifigure. We got some crates. We're gonna have like a big backup generator on the back of the building as well. I like to use this piece a lot of times. It's from a Bane Lego set. But yeah, he's going to be kind of controlling the minds of some rats, which is going to be kind of disgusting. Just a classic superpower, of course, and kind of like the rat catcher, of course. But yeah, we're going to have some more crates and some lights for over the alleyway, and we're really going to try to make this feel very lived in. But yeah, I did get a bunch of little rat bricks, of course, here to kind of emulate that, and it's going to look really cool here with them kind of following him, you know. And obviously he can control the minds of anybody. He can kind of make big sound waves as well. But yeah, kind of a really cool power set, honestly, that he can control animals and humans alike. So very interesting. But yeah, this is going to be pretty detailed mock, honestly, guys. This is gonna be like a 20-minute video. But yeah, we're gonna have another little light here, a hamburger light for the back, which I thought is kind of funny, on theme, on brand with you know, what's happening here. I love to add little pipe elements as well to builds. I think that looks pretty cool. But yeah, pretty awesome. Let's get into the restaurant, the Big Belly. This is in a lot of different things now. This is in Superman, it's in Peacemaker, it's in the CW verse, of course. And so yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a Big Belly Lego set at some point. But here's the back back kitchen here with the employees cooking up some hamburgers. There's a sink, there's spoons and plates and little packages on top, and yeah, really cool. You can see the condiments stacked up here with the ketchup and mustard and the hamburgers. I think that looks pretty nice here, and you can see them cooking through the window just like at some restaurants. Of course, you can kind of see in there. They also have some hot dogs and some ketchup and some mustard behind the cash register. And we're going to be using this really cool piece. I love this new sticker element. This is like the order menu like you see at a fast food restaurant, which is just absolutely perfect for here. And we got a cash register and a little order pickup sign, which is perfect as well, both from the Der Burger restaurant set. So that is just iconic. I love how this is turning out here. We got another employee here that's going to be able to take the orders. I got these chef hats which turned out to be perfect because obviously the logo is a guy, a chef with a big hamburger. But yeah, really cool to emulate this fast food restaurant. It's cool. I haven't done really stuff like this before. I did the coffee shop last week. Now I'm doing this hamburger type fast food restaurant, which is just classic, and so kind of fun to be branching out and do different stuff. Honestly, this has really been a fun build. We're going to be using this other big hamburger Der Burger piece, but backwards. We're not going to show the tongue, obviously, but it's just going to be a big, huge element that's above the kitchen. So I think that looks pretty cool, and it looks like you would be in like a really old Burger King or an old McDonald's, where they had the big elaborate stuff hanging up. And yeah, we got a drink dispenser as well. That is from the Der Burger restaurant. I think this looks cool here with the condiments as well. And yeah, this really just makes us feel like a fast food restaurant. But yeah, pretty cool to put some tables and some chairs as well. We're really trying to make this look like obviously a fast food restaurant. I could see if there was ever like a fight or a battle near one of these, like in one of James Gunn's movies, we could possibly get a Lego set kind of like the Der Burger restaurant, where it's kind of a smaller version. I feel like that is a possibility in the future, which would be really cool. Or if we get a modular, Daily Planet, maybe this could be a little tiny side building. Like in a lot of our other modulars, there's kind of some small side buildings like a donut shop or like a bookstore. There's a lot of different things. But yeah, I think they could kind of pull this off as a smaller build, a small little, a little restaurant in a modular in the future, which I really hope we get a Metropolis build at some point. But we're going to have Bruce and Clark meeting up in here. They always hang out in diners and different stuff and talk through what's going on, the drama or, being a superhero, or even like the superhero cafe from How It Should Have Ended. So just really classic. They're going to have the ginormous hamburgers. They're just eating away. And yeah, of course we have to have Dick Grayson there, who's joining them, and he's got his little drink. And we have some civilians as well from the Office set. So this turns out really fun, guys. Man, really fun to build as well. And one thing I forgot to mention was the fry technique. As you can see, the little red bucket with the golden claws, it makes it look like a bucket of fries. I saw that in the Simpsons Lego set, and I thought that was just perfect. You can see that in Clark's hand. And of course, we have to have a takeaway wall, and this has like the giant windows, just like the vintage McDonald's buildings. And yeah, I really like how this turned out. It's pretty fun. At the end of the day, just a cool little side build, and it's gonna look good next to CC Jitters and all of those other places. But guys, let's get into our sponsor today, Clean My Bricks. This vacuum cleaner got sent to me. I am so thankful to them for sending this to me. This is awesome. You can vacuum your Lego sets. Look how dusty this Lego set, this old Star Wars Lego set, not too old obviously, but it's just super dusty and it needed a little bit of a cleanup. So this vacuum cleaner is absolutely perfect. As you can see, you can pretty much wipe away the dust and it sucks it up as well and makes your sets look brand new. Obviously, I have a lot of Lego sets on display and they get dusty really fast. And, within a year, so this set's not even that old and it's already dusty. You can also use it to just like clean up your shelves, of course, and kind of get all the dust off. But yeah, I'm super thankful for them to send me this, guys. Check out the link in my description and go pick up one of these bad boys. It's also a super nice feature that it doesn't obviously ruin your Legos. It catches them. There's a filter and you can just take them right out. If you accidentally vacuum up some Legos, there's a little filter. So yeah, guys, go pick one of these up. This is essential for Lego collectors, but let's get back into the build. All right, guys, let's jump into the CCPD, or the Central City Police Department here. On the first floor, this is going to be based off of the CW Flash show with the Truth, Liberty, and Justice sign, as you can see, with the stairwell up to the elevator, just like in the show. If you're a fan of the show, obviously, I'm trying to base a lot of this off of the CW show, and even the comics, and even the Flash movie a little bit. Some of the stuff was kind of based on it, but yeah, we're going to have some statues here with some cool little displays, obviously, with some weapons and a scroll and maybe even a hammer, just like the Truth and Justice, as you can see, that would be kind of represented in a police department. And we have a cop here freaking out because of what's going on outside. But yeah, guys, this turned out really nicely. I really like the display, and you have that cool little element on the floor and then a little police sign as well. So kind of just based on the TV show, and I really enjoyed that show growing up, and obviously it kind of fell off, but there's some really cool elements to it. And of course, we have to have a takeaway wall because we don't want this to be like old Lego sets where the back is just open. And same for the second floor. This floor is going to be the main hub for the police officers. We're going to have Captain Singh's office as well. He's a classic Flash character. Obviously, he's Barry's boss usually. He's the captain of the police department. And yeah, just a classic scene we're going to have here with the cops hanging out. You know, they're drinking their coffee, they're solving crime, all of that good stuff. And so, yeah, we can see here that back part is going to be Captain Singh's office here with the bookcases, the trophies, and different stuff for solving different crimes. He's got a little map of the city, you could say that is. And then he's going to have a little desk with a computer as well for him to log his crimes. So, yeah, just really fun. Honestly, this is a lot different than the GCPD that I built a few months ago. This is going to have a lab, of course, because you will see something crazy is going to happen. But here's Captain Singh. We're using Wong's face and then a black hairpiece, and we're also using Commissioner Gordon's torso and legs, which actually works pretty perfect, makes him look official, like he's like on the job. You know, he has to be in his uniform. But we're going to be using these window glass elements to make this look like a cop office, just a classic like 80s cop office with the big windows and the big brown pillars. It just makes it feel like a classic police department. So I really like how that looks as well. We're going to have a little table here with the weather on it and a little police plaque as well, but this is going to be like their coffee stand where they're getting their coffee. We're going to have a little bit some fingerprints. That is from a very old Lego Batcave set that I had as a little kid, which sadly I can't build because I'm missing so many pieces to it. That's pretty sad, but really cool to still have that piece. And we're going to have some other captains and lieutenants and sergeants, of course, here working at their desks with some computers and some VHS tapes. Obviously, they're like going over the crime and whatever back in the day, or they're looking over some stuff. We got another police officer as well. She's going to be working at her desk. And we're going to have a little, oh, I like that little old piece there with a wanted criminal, of course. There's a coffee cup. That's pretty cool to add in as well. We're going to have Abracadabra here. He's arrested. He's our villain in this little section, and a little potted plant, but I thought it was pretty funny to add him in here because it's just a classic magic-based villain. But yeah, he looks cool at the end of the day. And then a little table with some police officer hats on it as well. And yeah, guys, this turned out pretty cool. I really like doing these police departments. I don't really know if there's another police department out there in the world of DC. Maybe Star City has one. I can't remember. I need to rewatch Arrow, honestly. It's been such a long time. But, of course, we have to have a takeaway wall. Again, these are so fun to have because you can make the building look like it's a full building, but also you can open it up if you need to, and you can look inside. The top floor is going to be a little bit narrower because this is going to be the laboratory or the police department where the forensics happens, where Barry is working, and the window's open for a reason. But we have the backdrop of that patio. We're gonna have a flag up top as well, just to make this look like an official police department. And of course, we have to have a sign that says CCPD, just like the GCPD. So we're using these gold elements to make these letters, and I really like how it turned out, guys. Pretty cool. and this looks like a retro-y kind of police department. We're going to have a cop on the back porch as well. I know that's Montoya, but we could say it's somebody else, you know, somebody from the Flash universe. But we're going to have this other little table. I've been using this a lot in Mocs. This is great. This is from the X Mansion. It's actually the Beast's lab, and it works out perfectly because it's got all the cool stuff like beakers, a computer, and then a little microscope as well. We're going to add some more tables as well for Barry to work at. And this little table is a reference to Flashpoint because it's got the letter from Thomas Wayne. Just a little tiny reference there because I love that comic. We're gonna have a table here with a beaker, a computer, and then a syringe as well. He's always testing different stuff, trying to solve some crime. I really wish we got a movie where he is like using his forensic knowledge. Man, I want a real Flash movie. I mean, that Flash movie was okay, it's fine, but I want just like full on the Rogues Gallery. I want Reverse Flash eventually. I want Gorilla Grodd. I want it to get weird, but also I want him to be solving the crime using his knowledge as a detective, obviously, and his forensic science knowledge as well. But man, that would be really cool. They need to get a really good writer in there to write that. We have another little table here as well that's got syringes and some flasks full of different chemicals because obviously when the Flash gets struck by lightning, which you'll see here in a second, chemicals splash all over him, kind of signifying giving him some powers, or sometimes it's the particle accelerator, just depends on what you're reading. Some more little chemicals on the windowsill as well for these to fall on Barry, and we're going to be using this minifigure, and he's going to have the lightning coming onto his chest because he's getting struck by lightning. He's gaining his powers right here in this moment. And of course, you know, we got a fight outside happening that is in the future, you could say, but you know, it's cool to have every single element of the Flash story. I feel like the only building I don't have is maybe his childhood house, which would be kind of dark. I think I would do that in a separate mock and it wouldn't be part of Central City. But yeah, you can see the window is breaking because we're going to have the lightning coming through the window. Just a classic scene, honestly. I mean, just, you know, I wish we could see this, you know, just pretty sad that, you know, it's taken so long to get a Flash movie, and then we got that very interesting movie, which I liked some elements of it, but man, they could have done an insane Flashpoint story, and yeah, sadly didn't come together. But pretty cool here to have all the lightning coming in and striking him and the windows breaking. I feel like that would be so cool to get in a Lego set. I don't think they would ever make this into a Lego set, sadly. I could see them doing GCPD at some point if it's in a movie, if it's a big element in a movie, but I don't see them ever building this, guys. So it's cool to build this here on the channel and have it immortalized here for us. But yeah, guys, I'm so proud of how this turned out. And honestly, just a really fun build. This took me a little bit longer than I thought for some reason, just with life being pretty busy. But yeah, guys, this was really fun. And I love this back alley with the rats and the Pied Piper as well. Just it makes it feel like a lived-in universe, and all the alleyways connect in the back as well. So that's pretty fun, honestly, at the end of the day. But yeah, the Flash is one of my favorite superheroes. Like, honestly, he's funny. I mean, I honestly, I really like the Justice League Unlimited version, Wally West. Maybe that is where James Gunn will go. And like Barry Allen he's already disappeared into the Speed Force. I feel like that would be really interesting. And then you can kind of do some different stuff and have like the Flash world is already very established with Jay Garrick and all of these cool people, maybe even Impulse. That would be really awesome, guys. But yeah, here's just a quick shot of all the takeaway walls coming away in one cohesive shot. But yeah, guys, this was really fun, and thank you so much for your support. I see the comments. I see you guys wanting me to finish this up. This is the last one. We're going to do an overview video that should come out next week, but here it is all together, guys. Obviously, there's some things I'm going to add in for the very final video, so please stay tuned for that. But here it is all together. Big Belly Burger, CCPD, Star Labs, CC Jitters, and of course, the Flash Museum. I feel like these are all the iconic locations from the show, from, you know, the comics, and yeah, pretty fun. You even got Barry Allen's apartment there hidden in as well. And so, yeah, really cool. You got Arrowverse references, you've got movie references, you got comic book references. Man, guys, really fun. And even the animated show references. So yeah, I really am proud of this, guys. And even the back alleyway just all connecting. check out this shot. It's just so cool to have, obviously, the Trickster there. You got the Pied Piper. You got lots of civilians and different stuff. Man, it's been a fun ride to build this, guys. Go check out Gotham. Go check out Metropolis. I've got plenty of other videos of different DC cities. Thank you, guys. Peace.